weight of these sad times we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne the most. We who are young shall never see so much, nor live so long.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. Cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves, when we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float on a wild and violent sea, each way and move.
Are you not moved when all the sway of the earth shakes like a thing unfirm? Either there's a civil strife in heaven, or else the world, too saucy with the gods, incenses them to send destruction.
Oh, it is excellent to have a giant strength, but it is tyrannous to use it like a giant.
There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea are we now afloat, and we must take the current when it serves, or lose our ventures.
True is it that we have seen better days, and have with holy bell been knolled to church, and sat at a good man's feast, and wiped our eyes, of draughts that sacred pity hath engendered. And therefore sit you down in gentleness, and take upon command what help we have, that to your wanting may be ministered.
Take the instant way. For honor travels in a strait so narrow, where one but goes abreast. Keep then the path. For emulation hath 1,000 sons that one by one pursue. If you give way or hedge aside from the direct forthright, they all rush by and leave you hindmost.
In the corrupted currents of this world, offense's gilded hand may shove by justice, and oft 'tis seen the wicked prize itself buys out the law. But 'tis not so above. There is no shuffling. There the action lies in its true nature, and we ourselves compelled.
Time in the arrow, one through the roughest day.
Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak knits up the overwrought heart and bids it break.
To weep is to make less the depth of grief.
There's no darkness but ignorance.
Ignorance is the curse of God. Knowledge is the wing wherewith we fly to heaven.
Let me embrace thee, sour adversity, for wise men say it is the wisest course.
Wise men never sit and wear their loss, but truly seek how to redress their harms.
'Tis not the many oaths that makes the truth, but the plain single vow that is vowed true.
It is required you do awake your faith.
Oh, gentlemen, the time of life is short. To spend that shortness basely were too long, if life did ride upon a dial's point, still ending at the arrival of an hour.
Thyself shall see the act, for as thou urgest justice, be assured that thou shalt have justice more than thou desirest.
Thrice is the arm that hath his quarrel just, and he but naked though locked up in steel, whose conscience with injustice is corrupted.
Well, time is the old justice, as amidst all sorts of offenders, and let time try.
Make use of time, let not advantage slip.
Time is the nurse and breeder of all good.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above this sceptered sway. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself. An earthly power doth then show like as God's, when mercy seasons justice.